Mr. Sims, I will give you one final opportunity to speak on.
Mr. Sims doesn't want it. He doesn't need to be labeled still worthy of being a bad man. What the hell is that? What is your motto here? Boys, inform on your classmates, save your hide. Anything short of that, we're gonna burn you at the stake? Well, gentlemen, when the shit hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay. Here's Charlie facing the fire, and there's George hiding in Big Daddy's pocket. And what are you doing? You're gonna reward George and destroy Charlie.
Are you finished, Mr. Slade?
No, I'm just getting warmed up. I don't know who went to this place. William Howard Taft, William Jennings Bryan, William Tell, whoever. Their spirit is dead, if they ever had one. It's gone. You're building a rat ship here. A vessel for seagoing snitches. And if you think you're preparing these minnows for manhood, you better think again. Because I say you are killing the very spirit this institution proclaims it instills. What a sham. What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today? I mean, the only class in this act is sitting next to me, and I'm here to tell you, this boy's soul is intact. It's non-negotiable. You know how I know? Someone here, and I'm not going to say who, offered to buy it. Only Charlie here wasn't selling.
Sir, you're out of order.
Out of order? I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trask. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place. Out of order. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I've been around, you know. There was a time I could see, and I have seen, boys like these, younger than these, their arms torn out, their legs ripped off. But there is nothing like the sight of an amputated spirit. There is no prosthetic for that. You think you're merely sending this splendid foot soldier back home to Argonne with his tail between his legs, but I say you are executing his soul. And why? Because he's not a bad man. Bad men. You hurt this boy, you're gonna be bad bums, the lot of you. And Harry, Jimmy, Trent, wherever you are out there, fuck you too.
Stand down, Mr. Slade.
I'm not finished. As I came in here, I heard those words, cradle of leadership. Well, when the bow breaks, the cradle will fall, and it has fallen here. It has fallen. Makers of men, creators of leaders, be careful what kind of leaders you're producing here. I don't know if Charlie's silence here today is right or wrong. I'm not a judge or jury, but I can tell you this. He won't sell anybody out to buy his future. And that, my friends, is called integrity. That's called courage. Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of. Now I have come to the crossroads in my life. I always knew what the right path was. Without exception, I knew, but I never took it. You know why? It was too damn hard. Now here's Charlie. He's come to the crossroads. He has chosen a path. It's the right path. It's a path made of principle that leads to character. Let him continue on his journey. You hold this boy's future in your hands, committee. It's a valuable future. Believe me, don't destroy it, protect it. Embrace it. It's gonna make you proud one day, I promise you. How's that, the phone ball?
base is finally here with some true facts for your ears. Like the fact is, most truth is hidden behind lies and secrecy. Like the fact is, we're dealing with advanced levels of indecency, only to be on a rise recently. What happened to evolving positively, being civilized, promoting decency? Seems that we are all caught in a financial rat race, paper chase, leaving many of our goals and values to be unrecognized or out of place. Change could be activated for the better by teamwork formed for the betterment of all life forms, not just the human race. Still we keep producing toxic waste. It's time we acknowledge right from wrong to correctively ace with the will to embrace. It's time we make a change with the world leaders as well as the Mother Earth acting strange. It's the people's time now to stand together and fight for a right so we can make a change. Cause it's time we make a change with the world leaders as well as the Mother Earth acting strange. It's the people's time now to stand together and fight for a right so we can make a change. It's the people's time now to revolt and react if we plan to make it through the rough and bring the essence of naturality back as we live to adapt, freeing from the many conforming traps. It's been proven by many about our so-called world leaders. The fact is, the ones we put our trust into, those who made us believers, have turned out to be our world's very own manipulative deceivers, known as the pure profit receivers. So who's left to put the order back into pace when corruption takes place? With our human strength and wisdom, we all have what it takes to bring great change to this money governing system. It's time we stand up for what's right, building a better solution, a noble resolution, eliminating political and environmental pollution. This is my contribution to the Constitution. It's time we make a change with the world leaders as well as the Mother Earth acting strange. It's the people's time now to stand together and fight for a right so we can make a change. Cause it's time we make a change with the world leaders as well as the Mother Earth acting strange. It's the people's time now to stand together and fight for a right so we can make a change.
Yeah. It's time to make a change, it's time to let it rain. They can't weather the storm, they can't deal with the pain. Peace, love, and unity, they want money and fame. Hip-hop is a culture, but to them it's a game. Don't even think this is underground or mainstream. If it's about unity, we on the same team. So let's get high and make music to get that cream. This is for hip-hop junkies, we supply the fiends. It's not about wealth, it's not about the hardest. Music is about hustle and helping artists. Stop pounding your chest and show me where the heart is. Stick together. It's not about who goes farthest. We need to celebrate individuality and value the simple times with our families. We no more casualties, just chilling out casually, smoking with your boys, reminiscing happily.
Education for elevation, essential for the prosperity of every nation. Education for elevation, essential for the prosperity of every nation. Obtaining a higher degree of ideology, skills are activated through virtual mobility. Database takes time out to harness the mental state willingly as I lyrically flow with authenticity. I'm keeping relevant and up to date as I translate to generate rhymes that are great, so I can lyrically demonstrate to educate and elevate. Why is it we're paying a fee to gain a degree with credentials only achieved through legal currency, controlling humanity's ability? I was born with a spine, born with a mind, here to align patterns of virtue through patterns of rhyme. Each creative line completed within my lifetime's timeline. God bless the guru for providing gifted unlimited rhymes universal. You best give respect to the non-repetitive, universal verbal dispersal. As I deliver flows, leaving your spinal column to shiver. What I spit is hot sicker, like a shot of hard liquor to the liver. We must understand the balance between being the receiver and being the giver. Stand up for what you truly believe, educating others with each comprehensive outlook you may attain, helping others achieve. Insight is like oxygen, helping us all to breathe. We all deserve the chance to advance our stance, mental enhancement providing overall advancement. People moving people toward a better path nobly, working out our issues in a focused way globally, noticeably spreading harmony throughout humanity. Unification for every nation, with the guidance of the sun. It's divine poetry created close to the one. We need education for elevation, essential for the prosperity of every nation. Education for elevation, essential for the prosperity of every nation. People say database be spaced out because I remain elevated like outer space on my own ace route, conquering division through lyrical precision. I believe we all have a vision. The question is whether or not we choose to envision the path of life that we are living. I never give up or give in, thinking logical with every critical decision. Breaking free from the many forms of prison. Yet before I listened and learned, I had to learn to listen. Yet before I listened and learned, I had to learn to listen. This is Database. Big ups to Jeff Specc on the beat. Shout out to DaveSanity. Shout out to Omega Skills Music. DJ Solution. Representing 519. Harness your soul, harness your mind. I'm certainly not ignorant to the facts, nor am I fully certain. As I watch society, many people running in place, some working hard while others are hardly working. Database remains a true, honest, humane person. The paranoid, humanoid, because of the many evil plots deployed. From the microwave to the cellular android, I deliver honesty through lyrical symmetry. A lot of flow with less space to be enjoyed. My words disassemble destructive hate through the lyrics I assemble. Through the character I resemble. Harness your full potential. Acknowledge the temple. Honestly, honesty is key. Certainly the key. Helping humanity to ascertain with certainty. Honestly, honesty is key. Certainly the key. Helping humanity to ascertain with certainty. As a man of faith, it's time we respect each other as equal. This is my outlook for the prequel of life's sequel. Cause our future's looking deadly lethal. Too many becoming deceitful. We must rebuild through the uniting of human will combined with relevant skill. Given the gift of natural born intelligence, it's a must we harness these God-given elements. We must utilize our energy fields to truly yield in order to overcome and fulfill. I exercise an honest train of thought, trying to bring forth what has not been fully brought, as I seek the unsought, to teach and learn what hasn't been fully taught. It's a real battle to even exist. What lies beneath provides proof as well as belief, leaving some to be speechful, while others are speechless. Honestly, honesty is key. Certainly the key. Helping humanity to ascertain with certainty. Honestly, honesty is key. Certainly the key. Helping humanity to ascertain with certainty. We must obtain life's many keys, curing disease, unlocking the chains, recovering the crucial info which still remains, understanding formulas that explain cycles of change. Society has us all breaking down just to break ground, like money bills to small change that don't bring change. We work to pay our dues, yet what sustains? Real men and women working for the love of life, not just for self-gain. It's mankind's time to rise above the hate. Time we admit our faults and come to fully appreciate. We must respect each other as equal, carrying out our own virtual skills that hold weight, because the power lies within the people. I'm on a mission to put the hate into submission, advancing my energy through soulful ambition, developing lyricism infused with rhythm, promoting kindness in the form of socialism. With with each and every admission, providing consciousness and care for open ears to listen. Life is about making positive transitions, being a part of contributable additions, leading others with great intuitions throughout adventurous expeditions. No matter the area of residence, I enter providing factual evidence. Worthy testaments is what my database represents. Kindness, kindness, what happened to showing kindness? Kindness, kindness, what happened to the kindness? Kindness, kindness, what happened to showing kindness? Kindness, kindness, database was born to conquer evil amongst the hateful and kindless. I'm verifying the critical as a kind individual, steering clear with an optimum visual, thoroughly thinking out my thoughts, analyzing with a train of thought that's analytical. As I congratulate those working hard to graduate, having kindness for life can help our souls to fully activate. Just pull your own weight while keeping a strong faith, doing what it takes with positivity to help us all improve and create at any rate. My database is one of its kind, divine like the grape connected to the vine that made the wine, helping others ascend as I watch state by state decline. Capitalism is a real complex design, leaving equality to be in a constant bind. Chaos being the form of order, I must remind. Nothing is so strong as gentleness, nothing is so gentle as real strength. Kindness, kindness, what happened to showing kindness? Kindness, kindness, what happened to the kindness? Kindness, kindness, what happened to showing kindness? Kindness, kindness, database was born to conquer evil amongst the hateful and kindless. My analysis visualizes a future left to face many challenges. Overpopulation, division, and segregation, all part of what the global challenge is. People lacking funding for healthcare, entire countries dealing with warfare that's unclear. Still I keep it positive because it's my prerogative, with lots to learn and earn, yet still much more to give. My every inscription made to aid as a healing prescription through informal description. I wish peace for all, together we must stand tall as we endure to secure, learning what it means to be humble and pure, as I live to assure, building on a surety towards the unsure, to become fully sure. Proper evaluation through precise calculation, all part of this occupation. Computes with mental aim, conveying food for thought as I maintain throughout the stress and all the strain, knowing the law officials don't want the masses to persevere nor self-sustain. I was born to be righteous, knowing life itself is truly priceless. My advice is control your vices before you're lifeless. I had to readjust my thoughts so that my brain didn't combust. I had to readjust my morale so my soul didn't rust. So who to trust? I don't hesitate to discuss, fight or fuss. In fact, it's a must. We live to do what's right as our given right of life, as I seek on with logic to speak on. The understanding of understanding to become virtually outstanding regardless of where you're standing. Taking the mind beyond comprehension. Yes, comprehension. To acknowledge the meaningful keys within knowledge and intention, taking the cerebral to a deeper dimension. Comprehension, yes, comprehension. To acknowledge the meaningful keys within knowledge and intention, taking the cerebral to a deeper dimension. I stay committed to spit it, exquisitely vivid, with worthy words to exhibit, permitted by a style that's admitted. Life runs deep like the ocean Pacific, to be specific. My skill set is stable with flows that pour like a ladle. Facts I bring to the table through this mic cable, like how the government is employed to control and disable those truly able. My database is refusing to excuse those abusing, diffusing and improving while concluding. The system has us all cruising for a bruising, with a majority losing by a minority employed to stay confusing. A central banking system controlled by a government that's strictly working to govern the mint. It's evident that the system was never built on what's heaven sent. Comprehension, yes, comprehension. To acknowledge the meaningful keys within knowledge and intention, taking the cerebral to a deeper dimension. Comprehension, yes, comprehension. To acknowledge the meaningful keys within knowledge and intention, taking the cerebral to a deeper dimension.
Comprehension is consciousness and the ability to spot condescension. I'm tired of all this constant stressing. My whole life I've been trying to be a conscious man. Where religions fight wars over God's promised land. Where religions fight wars over God's promised land. And the government trades guns for contraband to cartels, terrorists, and contrabands. Flown into Mena, Arkansas by Barry Seal, the rich white Barry Seal. Kept drugs flowing round like a Ferris wheel, flooding poor communities like QEP and Bobby Seals. All over North was exposed for a lot of deals. Where money and drugs get lost in transition, and fiends and lost sons are the cost of ambition. Rising to the top is Bill Clinton, and all involved get cleared by presidential decision. Inevitable consequence. Shoutouts to Database for those virtuous values, and DS Studios, DaveSanity, 519, Consciousness Conductors, stand up.
Спасибо большое.
I came here tonight, and I didn't know what to expect.
Когда я вышел этим вечером на этот ринг,
I seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much none either.
я думаю, что я не любил их тоже.
During this fight, I seen a lot of changing.
В течение всего этого боя я понял, что многое изменилось.
The way you felt about me, and the way I felt about you.
И я почувствовал, что вы тоже изменились.
In here, there were two guys killing each other, but I guess that's better than 20 million.
Я думаю, что это лучше, чем даже 20 миллионов долларов.
So what I'm trying to say is that if I can change,
я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился сегодня.
And you can change.
Вы можете измениться.
Everybody can change.
Каждый может